This was 30 days ago, my comparison of starting point and 30 days of carnivore eating meat only. Now, today, we are at day 60. What has changed? Howdy guys. We are on the way to the park where we are going to be doing our 60-day carnivore diet update. Eating meat and meat only. I consider the 30-day intervals of updates way more useful than a weekly update, and the weekly would be still more useful than a daily, simply because there is a lot of fluctuations in our habits, in our lifestyle, and over 30 days you just get a better consistent result of progress. It's nice sometimes to see the day-by-day changes, but if you start plateauing or for some reason your weight appears to be going up, then you're gonna be worried, and you're gonna be it challenges you mentally mostly, and I don't think there's a need for that. Also, I have not yet stepped on a scale, so I'm on this diet for 60 days and I have not stepped on a scale once. Not at the beginning to get a starting weight, not at the 30-day mark, and we won't be stepping on a scale today at the 60-day mark either. So I don't have any knowledge of my actual weight. What I'm essentially going by is, can you see the results, the differences in my body's physique, right? Is my appearance different? Does it look like I'm losing weight? It's the only thing that really matters. We can go by numbers, and numbers are important, and eventually I will step on a scale. But at the end of the day, we are going on a diet for two reasons. One, because we want to get into better health. But the other reason, and for many people, it's probably going to be a massive aspect of it. We want to look better. We want to be more attractive. And you can't do that when you carry so much weight with you. So my physical appearance, or the change in my physical appearance, is 100% related to my mental well-being, right? So you could say the weight by itself in numbers is related to your actual physical health, but my physical appearance is related to my mental health. Right? That is for people who are overweight. If you're already skinny, the metrics changes, right? It's a metrics for people who are overweight. So, that being said, today we are going the 60-day update. It's a purely physical appearance update, and maybe by day 90 I'm gonna step on a scale just to see some numbers, right? But by day 90 we should also see even more changes in my physical appearance. And so now let me just get to the park. There's traffic over here. Let's just get to the park and get set up. So we're gonna be doing the physical appearance shots first, and then we're gonna move over to the tables where we're gonna be cooking dinner, and we're gonna talk about the details. All right. We have arrived. choose. Let's set up my cooking station for the day. So I just reviewed the pictures. You know, my full body thing, right? And I compared it to the picture that I took 30 days ago. If I can't figure this out with editing, I might put the comparison right here up on the screen. So I have a clear before and after. Oh, it's not very fun. I hope this is gonna be enough for today. Salt, I forgot my salt in the van. Okay, found the salt. Why are these people coming here? And what are they doing here? Hey people. So the first question's first. Did you see a difference? So I put some salt on my meat over here, put some garlic powder on it. And this is my base batch, salt, pepper, garlic. Okay, we're gonna put this one to the side and let everything soak in a little bit, the flavors, right? Here we're having our second batch. Also get some pepper. And also get some salt, not as much. And then we are pouring in some of that sriracha hot sauce. That's a good amount. It's supposed to make it spicy. This one here is gonna be my third batch. We're also getting some pepper. It's like a base seasoning, right? We're also gonna get some salt. And then we're gonna be using this stuff here. So mix that all in here. this one goes to the side. So we essentially have 4 different batches over here. This one is plain, it's just a ground beef, there's nothing else in it. This one was the first mix, salt, pepper and garlic. This one is the second mix, salt, pepper and the hot sauce. And this one is the fourth mix or third mix with the salt, pepper and Korean hot paste, pepper paste. It's actually, the Korean paste is actually mild. Next thing we need to do is get the butter in the pan. Okay, turn that on, let that get hot. In the meantime, we are making 3, sorry. I'm just gonna use 4 little ones. Whoa! 3 little ones. Here we are. All right. Okay, pan is hot. And I'm putting our burgers in 1, 2, and 3. And then we're just gonna smash them down, just like smashy smash burgers. Yeah, so big question. Do we see a difference? You know, a lot of people say they see a difference between the starting picture and the 30-day picture. But do we see a difference between 30 days and 60 days? And I have to be quite honest with you, I don't see a difference. I try to put them side by side. That looks the same. Now, to be fair, the first 30 days of any diet, you lose a ton of weight. It's you cleaning out your system, whatever stuck in your digestive system. You're cleaning out water. Water waste is a lot of, you know, water retention is part of inflammation, right? So the first 30 days is majority of not even losing fat. The first 30 days is majority of losing water and waste on your body that has just accumulated on top of the fat. So the results would actually be, I don't want to say useless, but they're misleading. That is kind of why every single diet works in the first 30 days, right? But the carnivore diet is not a weight loss diet. It's a lifestyle diet, and there's a difference. Do the flipper doodly. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. Oopsie, oopsie. Oh, that flame better not be going out now. So comparison between first 30 days and the second 30 days is misleading, at least on the surface. So if the picture comparison between day 1, day 30 and day 60 is a poor indicator, what would be a good indicator? Well, usually weight on a scale. right? Because you can still measure progress on a scale, especially over a 30-day period. Okay, so let's take them out. This is salt, pepper, garlic. Oops. This is hot sauce. Breaks apart upon moving. This is Korean. That already broke apart on flipping. Another batch in. Beauty. Okay, so let's actually try this first. So we just have 8515 ground beef. This one is just salt, pepper, garlic. This one is salt, pepper, and hot sauce. This one is salt, pepper, and Korean paste. So the mildest one, salt, pepper, garlic first. Delicious. No question about it. You can taste the pepper, I put a lot in it. And that's kind of what I wanted, right? I wanted to taste the pepper. Okay, so next batch over here is hot sauce. Question is it spicy? You can immediately taste the sriracha hot sauce. Salt and pepper probably gets lost there. It's good. It's a flavor component, right? And this one here is Korean. You can definitely taste the hot pepper paste as a flavoring component. There are some carbs in here. 167 servings, okay. So you would, in a proper serving, you get 3 grams of carbs. Okay, that's unfortunate, but it's a plant, so it has sugars in it. Good. I like it. Which one do you like best? That's almost hard to say. This is the salt, pepper, garlic one. Okay, flame went out. I knew that was gonna happen. Didn't get to cook it all. Oh well. Yeah, this was like a 4-pound pack. So this is what's left over. That's what I still have here. This one. That last piece is just warming up a little bit. It's not gonna cook. So in the absence of a good visual aid or results, we need numbers, and I don't have those numbers. What I do have though, and this can be, you can believe it or you don't, right? It's because you can't verify it. You don't see the number difference and you don't see the visual difference. But there are differences. Let's talk about how I feel, right? I feel more energized. Like, you don't feel energy when you're just sitting or laying down, right? But you're feeling the energy when you're moving, right? If I go from the car to the store, it's not a labored process. I don't necessarily want to say it's enjoyable yet, but I don't have to work hard on moving, right? And this is partially perception based, right? But when you weigh less, it's easier, right? Someone who starts out at a lower weight could be the same weight I am right now and still feel that there's no energy. It's a difference, right? From where you come from and where you are now and where you're going to, right? Those steps is what makes a difference. So having lost some weight definitely helps. Right? It makes me energized, more energized. But also, and this is kind of like the main thing that you can easily recognize, not you, but me. Inflammation is most likely down. My ankles don't hurt when I walk. My knees don't hurt when I walk. Right? I'm still careful walking because I'm very heavy and falling is not a fun thing to do. But when you make one step after the other and those steps no longer hurt you and bother you, that is nice, right? That is most definitely nice. So we like that. So yeah, that's the inflammation. Inflammation is down in all joints. I also feel more energized in the sense of not feeling lighter on my feet. I do. Again, others wouldn't be able to see that. But the willingness to move, right? The willingness to go extra before there is none, right? And once I lose more weight, eventually I'll be, motivated to increase the distance of walking further and further and further. So that feels good. Now, I also feel there is a change in my clothing, right? My pants fit better. My shirts are more loose. Right? Can you see that in the pictures? Maybe not. See, it's like a small amount of change may not translate well into a picture, but it can translate into a feeling of comfort. So that's big. I even noticed, what did I have? Oh yeah, I had bought shorts, right? These, what do you call them? Exercise sports, shorts. Gym clothing, if you want. And I was having my keys in one pocket and my phone in the other, and I felt like the shorts are falling off my hips. Right, they're stretched. They shouldn't be falling off. So one thing that is different for me than for some other people, and you can easily see this in the pictures. My pant size does not actually have to change a lot as I lose weight, because all of that extra weight, or the majority of it, 90% almost, is above the belt, right? That's a big flap of fat hanging over my pants. It's not on the belt size, right? My belt size is 42, 44 if I want to be generous. And when I was 21, I was wearing 30, 32, 34. Yeah, depending on manufacturer, right? I would fit into 3 different sizes. But also mostly because it's not my belly that defines my pant size. My belly is above my waistline, but still feeling my pants being more loose definitely caught me off guard, right? Could I be losing a pant size? Yeah, possibly. I might go from a 42 to 44 to a solid 42. That is a change in pant size, right? It's slow because that is not where the majority of my weight is. So that kind of change is going to happen much later, really, in the diet. That doesn't happen early on. So what else can I tell you about it? A lot of movement is easier, right? You're happier about it. I eat once a day. Right? That's all I do. I eat once a day. Now my eating is still a combination of getting food from going out, supermarket chicken and other things, and some of it cooking. I'm still not cooking enough, right? It's cooking your own food is where it's at. So that is where you control what you really eat. Me, because my friend, but you're just that kind of a guy. You're just that asshole kind of a guy. So what are you gonna do? So yeah. So what do you think? 60 days, no real visual difference. I feel better. I feel shirts are getting loose. I have more energy. My ankles don't hurt. There's probably a lot less inflammation. Now I noticed something on my ankles as well, which is like an itching, and many times you can, on a weight loss program, you can associate itching with skin shrinkage, right? So when you lose weight, what happens to all that skin, right? It partially just shrinks naturally because it's a little bit stretchy, right? But partially also it has to go through a process of renewal. And when you, especially when you lose weight and your skin shrinks faster than or beyond its elasticity, it recognizes that your skin, your body cells are constantly replicating and renew themselves. So this is absolutely natural. But when you lose weight, this goes faster, and you will notice the change because your skin starts to be itching. It's a hard reset on skin renewal. Why is this guy driving this dirt bike here? Fucking thing. You fucking people. idea what I want to do when I see these people. You have no idea. And no, I'm not gonna say it on camera. I'm not even gonna say it off camera. I'm just gonna think it to myself. So yeah, so these are the results. Maybe I should be getting a scale just to give better comparisons points. Yeah, there wasn't much to compare today. Sorry, the picture, to me at least, looks the same. You know, there might be other things that where you could recognize it. You might say like, hey, your face looks a little skinnier. I don't know. Some people might notice that. Yeah, I look at myself so much because I'm making videos that to me the changes are not that obvious. But for someone who doesn't see me all the time, they might notice a change that I completely overlook. So I don't know. Am I sweet talking the results? Perhaps so, a little bit. Maybe it was a month that was just plateauing. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Mosquitoes. I hope the next month brings better results, or better visibility and results. That would be good. I'm also considering to add a little bit of light exercise to my regimen. So what would light exercise look like for me? For me, light exercise would be something like a stationary bike at the gym. I don't like treadmills and stuff. I'm not a runner. I'm heavy. I have a hip replacement. A lot of things I cannot do that I might want to do. I'm also not going to be lifting weights. It puts a lot of strain on your legs and on your hips, and I'm not going to be doing that, especially in the stage of being not well exercised. When I was younger, I was riding my bicycle all the time. I had strong legs and I had strong butt muscles. I also worked in restaurants. I was on my feet all day long. So legs and butt were actually in very good shape. Nowadays, I sit on my butt all day long and I hardly exercise or move at all. So it's a complete reversal. And there might be some of that weight gain in there, right? But bottom line is I need to add some form of movement, controlled movement into my life. And stationary bike is a good way of doing that. It's a combination of exercising and cardio. Might burn a couple of calories, not that I care about that. But one other thing, and many gyms have one, but I think in many gyms it's also broken. And that is a rowing machine. A rowing machine is a full body workout. So you're literally getting all of your different muscle groups engaged. And long term, what I'm definitely looking forward to is stronger legs, stronger back, stronger arms. At some point, I need to be able to do pull-ups. If I can do... All right, let's make this a challenge. God, I don't want to make a challenge. Trust me, I don't. Within 6 months, it's October 3rd now. That means into November, December, January, February, March, April. No, October, November, December, January, February, and March. Yeah, April, around April 3rd or something, right? 6 months. So in 6 months, beginning of April, I want to be able to do 5 pull-ups. So around April 3rd, 6 months mark, which is really the 8 months mark for the diet. That would be yeah, I want to be able to do 5 pull-ups. Now, how realistic is that as a goal? I think it's unrealistic. You know why it's unrealistic? 2 months ago, I started out with somewhere around 400 pounds in weight. Even if I can lose 100 pounds between starting and my April mark, get it down to 300. How fast can I possibly build up my strengths in my arms to lift up 300 pounds? I think that's unrealistic, very unrealistic. I'll never be able to lift 300 pounds up doing pull-ups, never mind doing that 5 times. I have a hard time just hanging on my arms. Right? But, well, if I don't exercise my arms, then that's not gonna happen. Now here's the interesting part about this. I have plans in the future that require me, that literally require me to have higher upper body strength. And being able to do 5 pull-ups for that particular section of my life, ooh, something biting me, that would be a minimum. That would be absolutely bare minimum. I should be able to do 20 pull-ups, 30, 40 pull-ups, like skinny guys would be able to. Now, hopefully I will be losing still weight on top of that, but 300 pounds, that's a lot for pull-ups. How close to that can I get? I'm not lifting weights, but I need to be able to do pull-ups. It's actually required. Well, I'm not gonna tell you what I'm gonna be doing in the future, hopefully next year, something that should have happened this year already. But the ability to do pull-ups or not can be the difference between life and death. And death would be slow, not very painful really, but very slow and very uncomfortable. We don't want that. It's not about that we don't want to die. It's we want to control when and how we die, not leave it up to some random lack of ability to pull yourself up. That would be stupid, like seriously. But yeah, so this is it. This is my 60-day update. You be the judge. Mosquitoes are still alive and it's already October 3rd. That is not a good thing. I would have hoped that they're gonna be dead by now. Anyway.